Dear students, I have come with a new module, Quantum Merit. So this is one point for discharge of contract. We'll see in detail what are the details about this. Now, what is the meaning of quantum merits? See, for example, this is one method of discharging contract. See, for example, a person has done some work, but he is not able to complete. There can be many reasons for that. Sometimes the promiser has not allowed him to complete. Sometimes it will be his fault. He is not able to complete. So there are many reasons. See, for example, if it's construction of a house property, 25% or 30% he has completed. The owner is not happy with the work the contractor is doing. So he's asking him to stop, and the owner is planning to give it to a new contractor. So the contract of quantum merit will apply. The principle of quantum merit will apply. That meaning the contractor, he has done the work 30%. So whatever 30% he had spent, he has worked, he has to get the payment. So that is the as much as you earned, he is entitled to get the compensation. Now, in proportion to the work done, sometimes it can be 10%, 15%, 20%, 75%, whatever the proportion of the work done. Now, reasonable amount, we can also put it as reasonable amount for the work done. Whatever work done, whatever he is spent from his pocket, other person should not get undue benefit out of that. So that is the principle of quantum merit. Now, cases where quantum merit is applicable, there are 6 points we are going to learn in detail. First point, when something is done without any intention to do gratuitously. That means to do free of cost. Second is when there is an express or implied contract to render service, but there is no agreement to remuneration. Now, when completion of the contract is prevented by the order of the party to the contract or by the other party to the contract. Then when a contract is divisible. Next is when an indivisible contract is completely performed but badly. Now the first point, when an agreement is discovered to be void. That is section 65 of the Indian Contract Act 1872 is explaining when an agreement is discovered to be void. We know that to make a valid contract, agreement should be valid. Legal aspect should be there, consideration should be there. These are the basic things. But if an agreement, after entering into contract, if an agreement is discovered to be void, the principle of quantum merit will apply. So that meaning, see, party received any advantage has to compensate. See, this is the principle. In one case, one example, real example, Kerala Vice Chancellor, ex-Vice Chancellor, he was appointed, he started doing the service. But later, somebody filed a case in the court and said that his PhD degree is fake. So then whatever service, by the time he has already done service for few months. So that whatever work he has done, he has got every right to get the salary. After, when it was proved that his PhD degree is fake, he was asked to vacate the office. But whatever the service he has rendered for the few months, he got the salary. Second is when something is done without any intention to do gratuitously. That is section 70 of the Contract Act 1872. We are not doing something voluntarily or we are not doing something free of cost. We are not expecting that. See, for example, if I am a book dealer, I am going to my friend's house. So by mistake, I was carrying some books. I kept it there by mistake. I forgot to take it from that house. So the book, my friend's children, they started using the book thinking that I gifted to them. So here, when I'll come to collect the book, they will say that our children started using that. So here, the rule of quantum merit will apply. That is, they started using the book. I cannot sell it anymore. So what will happen? My friend has to make the payment for the books. Next is when there is an express or implied contract to render service, but there is no agreement as to remuneration. See, when your express or implied contract, when you are in danger, see, when your theft happens, immediately you call the police. Whenever is a fire broke out anywhere in the near locality or a gas burst or something like that, immediately we'll call the gas agency, police or fire force. See, we are not entering into any agreement at that time. But when they will raise the bill for that, we have supposed to make the payment because there is an express or implied agreement to make the payment. So the principle of quantum merit will apply here. Next is when completion of the contract is prevented by the other party to the contract. So here, other party is not allowing you to complete the contract. So here one example is that imagine I'm asked to write a series of articles for a magazine. So 2-3 articles published, and after that the publisher is asking me to stop writing that articles. The reason why they are telling is, I am writing something anti-government or creating affecting the religious sentiments of some community or some people. My writing is not according to the editor's choice. So they are asking me to stop. But whatever I have published already, the articles I published, I got every right to collect the payment. So that is when completion of the contract is prevented by other party to the contract. That meaning here the publisher is asking me to stop. So whatever articles I published already, I got every right to collect the payment. Next is when the contract is divisible. A contract to build two independent houses. That meaning first they will start with one house. When they will complete, if the owner is not happy, the owner will inform the contractor, no need to start the second house because I am not happy with the work. That meaning one work he has completed or a portion of the work he has completed. Whatever he has completed, then he got every right to collect the amount. So that is the when contract is divisible. Contract can be divisible when there is different buildings, different blocks, anything like that. You can divide the work, different vehicles, anything like that. You can differentiate. This is what he has spent for one item. This is what he has spent for the second item. This is what he has not done. So that is division is possible. Now the last point is when an indivisible contract is completely performed but badly. So repair work done by the interior designer. Usually there will be a problem with the interior designers. Always the owner will ask them to stop because owner will be continuously changing his ideas. Wherever he will get some idea, he will start implementing. The interior designer will get affected because his expenses will go up. Whatever he will escalate the price, the owner will not be ready. So it will always end up in conflict. So then contract is completely performed but badly. Owner will claim that this is not what I expected. Interior designer will say that this is what you asked me to do. So there will be conflict of interest. So when an indivisible contract is completely performed but badly. So whatever they will decide, whatever work he has completed by the interior designer, he will get the payment and owner has to give the payment. So this is the principle of quantum merit and 6 points are there. We have learned in this module where the principle of quantum merit is applicable. Happy learning. Thank you.